Mystic Scribes presents perhaps the most important documentary television series ever produced. These are the Urantia Files. Fact or fiction? What are the Urantia Files? At the beginning of the 20th century, scores of celestial beings spent the next few decades delivering their Fifipaco revelation to us. They said that their message was to benefit us Urantians by way of the knowledge we will gain from the revelation. They contend that their revelation is nothing less than the entire history of the cosmos. And this revealed knowledge is what this riveting new documentary television series is all about. Let the apocalypse begin. Are you ready for this supposedly divine knowledge yet? If your answer is yes, then hang on tight, because you're in for the ride of your life. The Celestials tell us that our world Urantia is just one of trillions of inhabited worlds lying within 7 super universes. They tell us that we are all individual personalities that survive death and that we're ultimately destined to unite with God. They tell us that due to these revelations, we are in the process of taking a gigantic evolutionary leap forward. And they tell us much, much more. For they tell us of the birth of our super universe, our solar system, and our own world. And they tell of our evolutionary history and maintain that it's both a unique and very tragic one. For they tell us of the Lucifer rebellion that enveloped scores of worlds including our own Urantia. The Celestials also tell us of their involvement in our development as a species. And they give us some astonishing details about our very, very special place in the hearts and minds of all creation. For they tell us a great deal about the man we all know as Jesus of Nazareth. Information far more complete and wondrous than anything we've ever known about him before. For they say that he is also our Michael's son, creator and sovereign ruler of Nebadon, our local universe. They also tell us much about God, the Universal Father, and the pantheon of celestial personalities as well. Could any of this possibly be true? Are we really just one of several trillion inhabited worlds throughout a vast creation? Are we really now known throughout much of creation as the world of the cross? Were Adam and Eve not only real, but celestial beings who came here to biologically uplift humanity? Is Jesus really ruler of not just Urantia, but millions of other inhabited worlds too? Does a fragment of God really dwell within all of us? These are the Urantia Files. Are they fact or are they fiction? We intend to find out. Do you?
It's a book about everything. Did you ever want to really know what was behind everything? The reasons why we do things, the reasons why we think the way we do, what all the religions are about, why there's all this confusion in the world, what all the planets are about, and all this talk about other worlds and everything. Did you ever really want to know what's behind all the religions? Why we all seek to know a God in all various forms? Well, this book explains it in detail.
What I really enjoy about it the most is that it helps us to find the truths that lie in all religions and the things that unite us all together.
The Urantia book is more than what 100 geniuses could do in 100 years.
If I was to encourage someone to read the book and I could just have one way of encouraging them, I would say your relationship with God is personal and it's private and it is profound. And this book is a tool to deepen that relationship and understand it better.
I don't know of any question that I have had before that was not answered in the Urantia book.
Eventually I just had to know and started a mad search until I found the Urantia book, and it answered all the questions.
I like to tell people that the Urantia book is the most viewpoint enhancing body of material on the planet today.
When I started reading the Urantia book, I had this discovery feeling.
It was kind of like, it was like the luckiest day of my life to have found something that it could actually answer the questions that I've been wanting answered my whole life.
The Urantia book answers every question that you have about who you are, where you're going, where you're from, and helps you create a whole new set of questions, and then it answers those. So I would say that if you are a lover of knowledge and learning and of your universe, then the book is right there to help you.
The Urantia book has made me a better person in every possible way, and in fact a better parent, which that's so important to me because it gave me God's love, and it gave me the God of my dreams, the God as a child I always wanted to know, the God that I always believed in, but nobody ever articulated it for me, or Him for me. The Urantia book did that for me.
When I found the book, I realized that I could be a follower of Christ and maintain my spiritual freedom. And it just filled me with joy, you know. And the teachings of the book have helped me. There's no words that really can explain how they've changed my life. And the teachings of Christ especially have helped me to redefine my whole being and become more focused, more committed, more dedicated to truth and righteousness.
The concepts of God in the Urantia book has brought me a peace that truly passes all human understanding.
Well, the Urantia book helped me a great deal to cope with my medical condition, with my cancer, because basically it gave me faith. I know that this is our life here is a stepping stone to something far greater and better than we are experiencing here.
The Urantia book gave me a spiritual awakening that opened me up, that let me know that I am a daughter of God.
The Urantia book has changed my life and given me a broader scope. You know, I'm much more open-minded. You know, I'm much more at peace with myself and my connection with the Father. I have more love in my life. I have more peace.
The teachings of the Urantia book have expanded my life beyond measure. because I live not only today in this moment, but I live always with the subtle awareness of eternal life.